All right, we're about to start the playoffs in our 29th season of the Patriot Football League, the 2048 playoffs. So let's go back. First game of the playoffs. Remember, only 6 teams qualify. We have 2 byes. San Antonio won the Texas division, earned the 2nd seed. Carolina dominated and won the Founders division. They're the number 1 seed. So we have our first wild card, number 6, Dallas, second in the Texas division, is going to take on Billings, the winners of the Big Sky division, number 3. And the second team in the Big Sky division, Omaha, this is Freddie's team. What a turnaround. I think last year they were 4-10 and got a little offense in the offseason, flipped the switch, and they had a solid season. They will be facing the league's number 1 offense for the second time, Mesa, who won the California division. They are the number 4 seed. So let's just go back and take a look at Dallas. The first quarter, or actually first 4 weeks of the season. See if I can find them. As we finished games, I think I wrote down the standings after week 4. Okay, so Dallas was 2-2 at the 4-game mark, and Billings was 2-1-1, third in that division at the 4-game mark. And then by week 7, Dallas was 5-2. They'd won 3 in a row to get to 5-2, still chasing San Antonio. Billings was 4-2-1, had moved up from 3 into 2nd, and was chasing Boise. They had lost to Boise, or had lost or tied. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll get to them later. Billings trying to catch Boise at the mid-season mark. And then the final few weeks here, week 12, 13, 14, here we go, final standings. Billings ended up 10-3-1, catching Boise, ends up going from top to toppling to the 3rd. Omaha 8-5-1, second to Billings. Dallas 8-5-1, still chasing San Antonio. And I will put a link in this video to go grab the PDF of the final standings with the league leaders and the award winners, and you'll have them. But there it is. First game we're going to play today, Dallas versus Billings. We have Dallas rating out a C. Remember, I made the transition to my game. So for those who don't know, I was using Play Action Football Express and Drive by Drive. I played the first 4 weeks of the season with that, and then I transitioned to my game so I could, sim the games out. They're graded and sim them out. And then at midway point, I had contacted John and said, I think I want to play the last 7 weeks of the season with Drive Time Football. And I actually purchased all of the teams. I was able to give him all the data, and John was able to create all the teams for Drive Time Football for me. I was able to purchase those from John. I got them, printed them, cut them out. They were ready to go. And then I just couldn't bring myself to go away from my game. So they literally are unplayed, sitting in my Drive Time Football box for, I guess, future recollections, or if I want to go back and play the 48 season over again. And I've been using my Football Time Revised Edition. This is the very latest edition. This can be had in paperback from Lulu. What's special about this? Well, it's not that different. It still uses the play call chart. What is new about this particular version that you can get again in paperback is the brand new instant results chart. This was created in the last month or so and put in the new paperback. So I can generate a score instantly between teams, which is one of the reasons I wanted to play my own games with these. So I will be doing I will be playing and using the off season and all that for my own game for a Patriot Football League. I love Play Action Football Express. Of course, I've been playing the 1978 season with that, using Drive By. But I think right now for my league and for most of what I do on the channel, I want to play my games. So I just picked this up. This is not the book this is the exact book that's available on Lulu. It's just printed here locally. So I did not order that book from Lulu for myself. I had it printed locally, so I'd have it. But I also, this is the exact Big Country Boxing Time ebook that I just made available for sale you will now be able to get the very latest Big Country Boxing time. And this, again, I just printed it locally for me. And again, this you can't get in paperback you can't get this in paperback from Lulu. You have to get it in ebook and print it like I've done here. So I'll be doing a lot more of my own games. I've been enjoying the living heck out of other people's stuff. And the very important thing is, as I've always enjoyed playing and enjoying my own games, I'm going to get back to that. They were designed for what I like to do at the table. Every one of them were designed for career play, for off-season play, for fictional play, and that just suits better than me trying to shoehorn fictional teams and things into games that were designed for other things, if that makes sense. Not to say the Play Action Football Express with the custom team creation and all that's fantastic. I would probably, if I was going to start a league today, I would probably do that and create everything from that. All of this has been pulled over from my other, and most of my seasons outside of Grid Zone were played with my games. So outside of Grid Zone, it featured some version of Football Time, Big Country Football Time or whatever. So I'm back to that. So that's been a long-winded explanation as to why we're here and how we also got here a little quicker than you might imagine. It took me quite a while to play all the games, but some of the weeks I literally used the new instant results, which is really, really sweet. All right, here we go. We're going to kick it off. Hometown team, let's roll to see odd. I'm going to use the suggested. So those who may or may not remember, my very first original Football Time, first edition, used a timing die to determine how long all drives went. We're going to do that today, so this will be kind of fun. We're going to have a real clock, but that clock is abstract. I have no control over it. So let's first of all, odd, Dallas wins the toss. No. So Billings is going to choose here. They're at home against Dallas with an A offense. Billings is going to take the ball, so Dallas is going to kick off, which means Billings will have the ball first. All right, kickoff here by Dallas is successful, which means the ball is fielded around the 3, and the return is successful out to the 28. Remember, we use a pass-fail execution chart. D6 determines whether we succeed, pass or fail, or execution. This determines secondary results like turnovers or touchdowns, etc. All right, here we go, and I have to call the plays. That's the difference between this and the D66 version of Football Time. And so we're going to be calling plays. The Bison ended up with the league's #1 running back, so of course that means we are going to be pounding the rock with the Bisons here, especially in Billings late in the year like this. It's probably snowy and cold as hell, and we're going to be rolling. We're going to be running the ball. So we're going to go run outside. And run outside for an A team is a failure, and I rolled a 6. That is not a fumble loss. Second down, though, he gets nothing. We're going to go run outside again, and this time we're going to succeed for 11 yards, 10-11. Again, the result is static. It tells me if I succeed what I get. This is irrelevant if I'm successful, unless it's a touchdown. If I had rolled a 4, that would have been a breakaway for a touchdown, first down. So Douglas with back-to-back carries gets our first down of the day. We're going to go short pass. It's going to be complete for 5 yards. Second down and 5. We're going to go inside run with Douglas, and we're going to get 3 more. 1, 2, 3. It's third down and 2. We got to run inside and pound the rock for the first down, and we will. 2, 3. So right now Douglas has been toting the rock. That would be the 5th straight carry for Douglas if I was tracking stats. Of course, you could throw in the quarterback or the fullback or the backup back or something. All right, here we go. We're going to go deep. We're going to take a shot deep, play action bomb, and we're going to fail. Ooh, 4 though. No bad luck there, fortunately. 2nd and 10. We're going to go short pass, incomplete. I rolled a 4 again. Oh, we're lucky. Nothing bad. 3rd down. We don't have a choice now. We're going to go medium pass. We need a 3. No, incomplete. 7 on medium is nothing bad. 4th down, but now we're screwed. See, I got away from the run with Douglas, and we're ending up in a punt situation. So let's punt the ball. And the punt is going to be successful. The punt is 43 yards. Going to put them at the 7. And their return is successful of 7 yards. 5, 6, 7. No return for a touchdown on the secondary dice. They've got the ball at the 14. All right, so we want to know how long that first drive was. How many minutes did that take off the clock? 6 minutes off the clock. So Billings at 9 minutes will punt the ball, which means Dallas in the cold. You know it's cold out here in Billings at the 14. You know it's colder than a well-digger's arse out here in Billings late in the year in the playoffs. So 9 minutes gone, or 6 minutes gone in the game. At the 9-minute mark, we punt, which means Dallas takes over at 9 minutes. Here we go. What are we going to do? Dallas is basically a indoor team. They play at Lone Star Stadium. They have King, Allen, Moore, and Holmes. None of these guys led. They did not have a single leader in any category. I think Bravo was actually in the top 5 return man. I think he had 1 kick return or punt return for a touchdown this year, and I dropped a die on them. So Dallas, again, for the second year in a row, this time they finished 8-5-1. They were 9-5 last year, so they lost a half a game. We're going to start it off with a bomb. Why not? Ooh! C2 on bomb is incomplete, and I rolled an 8, which is not anything bad. Second down. I had to take a shot. We're going to run outside. Outside run for C team. Outside run for C is nowhere. If 4 is nothing. Third down. We don't have a choice. We got to go medium pass. 3 on medium is incomplete. I rolled a 4. That's intercepted, folks. 5, 10, 15. Picked off. 15 yards downfield. So let's make a note of that. King throws a pick. King intercepted. And we roll for the return. We need to roll a 1 or a 2 for a 35-yard return. No. So it'll be a catch right there. And a fumble would be a fumble away. Or a 5 would be a fumble away. Did not fumble the ball away. King intercepted by... It went 15 yards downfield. He would have been looking for more. So we're going to give that to the DB, Borghese. The crowd here goes nuts as Dallas throws a pick early in the end. 6 minutes come off the clock. That's going to put us at the 3-minute mark. So we're about to finish the first quarter already. And we are at the 29-yard line is Billings. So Billings, with the best back in the game, going to go to work, running the ball. Here we go. Billings, first quarter still in the books. And we're going to run inside for 3. 1, 2, 3. Second and 7. We're going to go short pass. It's going to be complete for 5. Third and 2. We don't have a choice. We're going to go inside run to get the first down. And yes, we will get the first. 1, 2, 3. First down at the 18. All right, we're going to go medium pass. It's going to be complete for 15. Down to the 3-yard line. First and goal from the 3. And Douglas is going to punch it in with an inside run. And inside run inside the 5 is 1 yard, so it's second down. We have to use the parenthetical statement for that. We're going to go outside run here. Yep, and that's going to be 4 yards and a touchdown from the 2. And that's going to take 3 minutes off the clock. So with nothing remaining in the first, Douglas with a 2-yard run. And the PAT is good. And folks, that's going to make it 0-7. That's points off turnover thanks to an interception. Second quarter, we went through that quarter pretty quick with 2 6s rolled early. Kickoff. Dallas will be starting this quarter. The kickoff is successful to the 3. Kick return is successful. If I roll a 4, nope, that's going to be more than a 4. So he just gets a 25-yard return out to the 28. There we go. I got to stop dropping these on the ground. First down. Dallas now. We're going to have to get settled down. I went deep, and it kind of messed up our first drive. So we're going to go ahead and run outside, and we're going to get nothing. Second down and 5, maybe a fumble. It is a fumble lost. Pow. Allen. How much time comes off the clock? Now, see, technically I would call that a minute off the clock. So I'll just make the decision to take minutes. So it's 14 minutes to play. Allen fumbles the ball away. Fumble lost. Recovered by Kleinhaus, linebacker Kleinhaus. And let's roll to see if he gets a fumble return out of this. He does not. So he just scoops it up right there. No fumble return. And that's a big, big mess there and now Billings takes over. This game is about to turn into a blowout in front of hometown fans, the crowd on their feet. Quarterback Green for Billings is going to throw a bomb. See if we can't score right here. No, 7 on a bomb is sack, loss of 11. So he's going to get hammered for a loss of 11. Failed, and 7 is a loss of 11. So 10, 11. We're going to put down here Dallas sacks. And that will be Clark with a sack. Holy cow, 2nd and long. We're going to go long again. Why not? Complete this time. And, oh, if that had been a 4, that would have been a touchdown. 10, 20, 30. Caught at the 9. 1st and goal at the 9. As Billings, quarterback Green, fires to Watts for a 1st down at the 9. We're going to go outside. We're going to fail. 3 on an outside run is not a fumble. 2nd down. Douglas got a pitch. Couldn't get to the edge. We're going to go short pass. Incomplete. 5 is not a sack or anything. 3rd down. Don't settle for a field goal here. And we're going to go, we have no choice. We have to go short. Yeah, we don't have a choice. We can't throw, oh yeah, we can throw a medium pass inside. Yeah, we can. So we're going to go medium pass, try to throw a touchdown right here. 3 on A is complete for a touchdown. How much time came off the clock there? 2 minutes. Holy cow, that's all it took. Whoa, the bomb, sack. It's going to be a touchdown for Green. Green with a 9-yard pass to, and we're going to say Douglas out of the backfield. And the extra point is good. PAT, and that's another point off turnovers. It took only 2 minutes off the clock. Kickoff is a failure. Which means it goes 6 goes touchback. They will, of course, take the touchback. They're out to the 20. All right, here we go. Dallas goes to work. Again, we're using a dynamic abstract clock. All right, Dallas, King, Allen. We're going to have to do something here. We're going to go keep dropping these dice. Makes me madder than hell. They're different sizes, so while I'm shaking them, they squeeze through my hands. Here we go. We're going to go medium pass, and it is incomplete, and it is not anything bad. 2nd down. We're going to go short pass. Incomplete. 6. God, dog it. 3rd down. Dallas did not show up today. We're going to go long. Why not? No, incomplete. 5 long. No. Ooh, not intercepted. 4th down. We're going to have to punt. And again, I am going to roll for that. 1 minute comes off the clock. That makes perfect sense. The punt. The punt is successful. It's 43 yards. Man. 10, 20, 30, 40, 1, 2, 3. And the return is successful. 5, 6, 7. And it is not a touchdown. However, it was very close on the punt return. That would have been Shearer's 1st touchdown. And we have to punt. Billings takes over still with 11 minutes to play in the 2nd quarter. So what's cool about doing this is we get a dynamic clock, we get dynamic games, and we end up getting usually about 20 possessions, 19 to 20 possessions. Again, we end up getting a little more on average possessions than if we use a standardized 16, right? And that's how the game was originally designed, so you would get more of a feel of the time left in the game. All right, we're going to run the ball inside, and we're going to get 3. 1, 2, 3. Douglas, 2nd down. We're going to run outside, and we're going to get 11. And, ooh, not a touchdown, but Snake Eyes could have been good. 10, 11, down to the 42. Big run for Douglas as he hits the corner. That's 14 yards on 2 plays for Douglas. We're going to run inside again. We're going to get 3. 1, 2, 3. Douglas pounding the rock, 2nd down. We're going to run inside again, pounding the rock. 1, 2, 3, 3rd and 4. We got to go short pass. That'll give us the 1st down by a yard. And short yard 4. Yep, it's a 1st down. 1st down pass, and that is a 1st down as Billings is threatening. We're going to go long. Incomplete. Oh no, 4 on long is not intercepted. Holy cow, 2nd down. That would have been picked off on a medium pass. We're going to go outside run. And 4 on an outside run is not a fumble loss. They get nothing. 3rd down. We're going to go medium pass, and it's incomplete. And 7 is a not a sack. 4th down. We have to settle for a field goal. And the field goal here, we need to roll 1 to 4. And it's good. Field goal is good. And how much time did that take? Oh, only 2 minutes. Without all that run, and they must have stepped out of bounds on a couple of those. That's going to be a 47-yard field goal. McNeese. McNeese with a 48-yard field goal in the cold. Man, Billings is kicking arse. They have now 17 to nothing. Dallas, boy, we're going to have a lot of time here. 3, he's going to kick it to the 3. And the kick return is a failure. So 10, no fumble. Let's see here. Kick return, no chance of fumble. You still go 25 yards. You just cannot fumble unless you fail. 9 is not a fumble lost. So a failure means you still get your 25-yard return, but you could lose the ball on a fumble. All right, Dallas needs to get to work. We're going to go inside. Dallas we're looking at C. It's very tough. C is going to be 3 yards. 1, 2, 3 for Allen. He fumbled last time. We're going to go run inside again. Oh, failure. Run inside is not a fumble lost. 3rd down. Shit. We got to go. Man, we're getting our butts kicked. We got to go medium pass. And it is complete. Nope, incomplete. 4th down. We have to punt. And the punt is successful. 43 yards. 10, 20, 30, 40, 1, 2, 3. And the return is successful for 7, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to end up punting. And we eat only 2 minutes off the clock. Well, Dallas. Wow, folks. We still have 7 minutes to play before the half. In a much more intense ball game here. Again, Billings picked off King. They then had a 2-yard run. Allen coughed it up. Green threw a 9-yard pass. That made it 14-0 hometown Billings. And then McNeese hit a 48-yard field goal on the last possession. Folks, Billings is easily controlling this game. They were 10-3-1. Dallas was 8-5-1. And we're going to go outside. And we're going to fail. 4 on an outside run is not a fumble loss. 2nd down. We're going to go outside. It's another one. This time 5 is a fumble loss. So Douglas gets popped. And 3 minutes are gone. So they just basically eat all the clock they can. Come out of the huddle as late as possible. We're down to the 4-minute mark before halftime. And Douglas on a second pitch out is going to fumble the ball away. We got to roll for a defensive return. Oh, fumbles occur at the mark though. 10-11. So he gets his 11. But coughs it up. And if I roll a 1 or a 2, it's a 35-yard return for Dallas. Yep, 35-yard return. Could be a touchdown if this is a 4. So they're down to the 9-yard line. Unbelievable. 1st and goal. Who returned that? For Dallas, it's going to be Bravo. He is their stud defensive player. Bravo with a fumble recovery. And now Dallas, late with 4 minutes to play, takes over 1st and goal. They needed a turnover to get into this game, and there it is, folks. And we're going to open it up with an inside run, and we're going to get it 3, 1, 2, 3, 2nd down. We're going to go short pass, and it's going to be complete for 5, down to the 1, 3rd and goal. And we're going to go over the top, run inside, and it's a touchdown, 1 yard for Allen. And a minute comes off the clock. Allen finally redeems himself with a 1-yard run. And extra points good, and that is points off turnover. Fumble lost by Douglas. Kickoff is going to put the ball at the 3. And the kick return is 28. No fumble. No touchdown, no fumble. There it is, folks. Holy cow. Billings, look how many plays we've had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 possessions in the second quarter. And if you count the first quarter, that's 8, 9, 10, 11. We've had 11 possessions in the first half. We're on mark to get probably 22 possession game, which is right on the NFL average, which is pretty sweet. So that's why the die is fun to do. All right, Billings now has coughed it up. They're going to have to go easy. We're going to go short pass. Short pass is a failure. 6 is not a bad play, so incomplete. Second down. We're going to go run inside and get 3. 1, 2, 3. Third down. We're going to play it safe. We're going to go... Yeah, we got to be careful. We're going to go run inside. We're going to get 3 more. 1, 2, 3. And then fourth down, we're going to punt. And the punt is 43 yards. 10, 20, 30, 41, 2, 3. And the punt return is it's successful. 5, 6, 7. We're going to have the ball at the 29, but how much time was taken off the clock on that? Oh, they must have been timeouts called because they were running the ball. Ran, incomplete run, and there must have been timeouts called. So we're at the 2-minute warning. Punted the ball. This will be the 12th possession of the first half, folks. You cannot get more realistic than that as far as actual possessions in a full professional game. Dallas with the ball at their own 29. Here we go. We're going to go bomb, and it is complete for 30 yards. 10, 20, 30. If this is a 4, it's a touchdown. 3 and 1, touchdown. So they actually go... That would be 61-yard bomb. Are you kidding me? Green. And again, we're going to take just a minute off the clock for that. Green. One play, a bomb. 61-yard pass. This will be definitely to Moore, the receiver. And the extra point is good. Wow. So Dallas is making a comeback. 14 points scored in the second quarter. That was our 12th possession of the first half. This will be our 13th. Kickoff is good to the 3. No, kickoff's a failure. Touchback. So Billings at home in the cold will get the ball to 20. And here we go. Billings will end up... I'm going to have to flip this paper over. I'm going to run out of space. Billings is going to go medium pass. It's going to be complete. For 15, 5, 10, 15. They've been playing it a little careful, and now it's cost them. Suddenly, Dallas is in the game. We've seen a comeback here, folks. We're going to go outside run. It's going to be a failure, and it's a fumble. Lost. You have got to be kidding me. Fortunately, no time remains. Douglas, but they could recover this for a... so it's 11 yards, 10, 11. The ball's popped loose. It's scooped up and not returned 35 yards. Fumble lost. And who recovers that fumble for Dallas? Although there's no time left on the clock. Bravo gets his second fumble return. And that makes sense on an outside run. And finally, we're at halftime. Holy cow. So, Billings, what an exciting second quarter. Allen fumbled. Green threw a touchdown. McNeese of Billings then kicked a field goal. That made it 10 points in the second for Billings. Dallas, we get a series of punts, then a fumble, then Allen punches it in, then a punt, then a 61-yard bomb. That's 14 points for Dallas. Folks, at halftime of this game, it is 17-14. Dallas has made a dramatic comeback in the final 4 minutes of the second quarter. Unbelievable. We've seen 1 sack in the game by Dallas's Clark. We've seen some turnovers, and I'm now going to have to actually go to a second sheet of paper. So we ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 possessions in the first half. That is so damn good. All right, and Dallas kicked off, so they're going to get the ball to start the third quarter. And Dallas, only down by 3, are going to get the ball to start the quarter. That's awesome, and it's going to be a failed kick. Yep, a touchback. We're at the 20. Now, Dallas has managed to hit a bomb, managed to take a couple of fumbles away. And here we go. Dallas is going to go to work. Run inside. They're going to fail the run inside. 11 on a run inside is nothing bad. Second down, but they don't get anything. I did it again. I've got to stop dropping these dice. I don't know what the deal is with my hand. We're going to go run outside, and we're going to fail that on a 7 is nothing bad. Third down. Man, this is looking bad. We're going to go medium pass, try to get the first. 6 is... Oh, it's not picked off. Fourth down. Wow, that was ugly. We're going to take 1 minute off the clock for that because that was a couple incomplete passes and etc. We're going to punt. Holy cow, Dallas. 4. Good punt. 43 yards. 10, 20, 30, 40, 1, 2, 3. And the punt return is a touchdown right there. Yep. So if we roll a successful and I roll a 4, it's a touchdown. We got a punt return, folks. So Billings, so we got a punt. And Billings, 1 minute off the clock, is going to get a punt return, and that will be Scherer's second touchdown of the year. Scherer with a 63-yard punt return TD. And the extra point is good. PAT. Actually, I don't need to be rolling those, but I do out of habit. All right, kickoff is good. They're going to field it at the 3. Man, Dallas had to punt. Scherer took it back to the house. It's been exciting. And the failed kick return is going to maybe be a fumble. No fumble, but he is going to return it out to the 28, no fumble. Wow. So a successful punt return for a touchdown. We've seen a touchdown bomb. We have not seen a breakaway for a touchdown yet. All right, that took 1 minute off the clock for that 63-yard. I got to count it as something because of the possession. Wow. So technically that's literally a possession, but it wouldn't take, normally would only take about 10 or 15, 20 seconds off the clock. All right, Dallas with the ball. We're going to go run inside. We're going to get 3 yards. 1, 2, 3. Second down. We're going to run inside with Allen again. Get 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Third and 4. We're going to pass short. We got to get this first down, and it's going to be good for 5 and a first down. Finally, Dallas puts together some plays here. We're going to go short again for 5. Second down. So you're dinking it off to the back of the tight end. We're going to go medium, and it's going to be 15 yards. 5, 10, 15. Dallas is moving down to the 41 of the enemy. Dallas is on fire. We're going to run inside, and we're going to get 3. 1, 2, 3 up the gut for Allen. We're going to go short pass. It is going to be complete for, incomplete. Oh, and I rolled an 8, nothing. Third down. That was incomplete. We're going to run. We got to go. Oh, shit. We're not in field goal range. We need 2 yards to be in field goal range. I got to run inside, try to set up a field goal. Yes, we're going to get 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're now in field goal range for 4th down. We're going to kick it. And it is good. So we're going to make the field goal. That took how much time? 5 minutes off the clock. Now that I like. We're starting to see them chew up clock as they move the ball with passes, runs, sitting in the huddle, eating clock. And we are going to finally see Guns is his name of Dallas. He will kick a 52-yard field goal. And man, that punt return kind of tore their heart out. But Dallas isn't going to give up. Kickoff by Dallas. Going to put the ball at the 3. Kick return is out to the 28. No return for a touchdown this time. Wow. All right. Here we go. Third quarter. Looks like it's going to be a little shorter this time. We're going to go inside run. It's going to be 3 yards. 1, 2, 3. Second down. We're going to go inside run. We're going to get 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Third down. We're going to go short pass, complete for 5 and the first. So run, and a little dink pass out to the tight end on a quick out. We're going to go short pass, complete for 5, second down. We're going to go short pass, complete for 5 and a first down. Billings right now marching with this A offense. We're going to go bomb. Incomplete. Oh, incomplete, and 6 on a bomb is picked off. 30 yards downfield, 10, 20, 30. It's intercepted. And the return is not a fumble. Wait, he failed the return. He fumbles the ball away on the. Oh my God, folks, we got to do the time on this. So only 1 minute came off the clock on that drive. Green throws throws an interception. It is picked off by Bravo, who promptly fumbles the ball away right there. And they get to return it, and they're going to return it for not a touchdown. Holy cow. But that means Dallas, and again, I have to take a minute off the clock for the fumble because it's a possession. I got to do something to represent the possession. Dallas will fumble. Bravo, fumble lost, and recovered by offense. I just put offense. Maybe the split in might recover this. That would be more, who would that be? That would have been Watts. Okay, so that means Billings gets the ball left with 6 minutes. So they managed to throw a pick that's fumbled on the return. And guess what? It plays like a bomb. That's crazy. Billings now at the 21 thanks to a picked off pass. Oh my God. Tried to return it for a touchdown, coughed it up. That's crazy talk. All right, here we go. Billings, we're at the 21. A bomb would put us in the end zone. We cannot throw a bomb. Well, we can. We're on the 21. We can throw a bomb from here. We're going to go long. What the hell? Incomplete. 9. Second down. We're going to go bomb again. Let's try to run it up. No. 5. No. Incomplete. Third down. We're going to go run inside. We need a 3 or lower. And yes, we're going to get an 11-yard run. 10-11. No touchdown. First and goal at the 10. Holy cow. Billings fans on their feet cheering. We're going to go short pass. Complete to the 5. Second down. We're going to go short pass. Incomplete. 5 is nothing bad. Third down from the 5. We're going to pass short again, and it's complete for a touchdown. So Billings, how much time did they use? That's it. We're going to be going into the... So now you get to see how we cross the quarter. Oh, no. From 6, we're down to 1 minute, so we still have another drive. Green with a 5-yard pass. This one to the tight end. That will be Graham. And PAT, that is points off turnover, believe it or not. Kickoff. Holy cow, what a game. Failed kickoff puts it through the end zone at the 20. And we have enough time. This will end up crossing into the fourth quarter. So you subtract it from 16. So we'll be subtracting our timing clock from 16 minutes. Right? All right, here we go. Dallas in deep trouble now. They got to start scoring. Matter of fact, let's write down the score here for the quarter. Shearer with a 63-yard punt return, and then a touchdown pass for Billings. That's 14 more for Billings. We had a 52-yard field goal in the third for Dallas. It is 17-31. All of a sudden, all hell broke loose thanks to a punt return and a fumble and a 5-yard pass. It is 31-17, but Dallas scored 14, bang, bang, in the second. So here we go, starting the fourth quarter. We're going to go short pass. It's complete for... No, it's incomplete. Second down. I forgot the receipt. We're going to go inside run. 3 yards. 1, 2, 3. Third down. We're going to go outside run. Oh, failure. And 5 is a fumble loss. Pow, but he goes 10-11. Ball's on the ground. If they return this 1 or 2, it's a fumble return for a touchdown. Yep. Scoop and score. Dallas. Oh my God. At the 14-minute mark, Allen, fumble lost. Who recovers this? Bork. He is one of the top defensive players in the league with a fumble recovery. And this will be Billings. 1 minute off the clock. So we're at 13 minutes as Bork with a 34-yard fumble return touchdown. PAT, and that's points off turnover. Billings now has made it 38-17. The wheels have come off the fans here. Billings are on their feet, 38-17. Kickoff is at the 3. And the return is a failure after the 28. 2 is no fumble. On the on the kickoff return is 3 is a fumble loss, so no fumble loss. Boy, I tell you, the wheels have absolutely come off here in the fourth. A fumble, and Bjork scoops and scores on a fumble. A defensive score for Billings. The fans now roar as they can relax. It's 38-17. No chance that they're going to score 21 points here, Dallas, right? We're going to go outside run. No, and it's going to be second down. We're going to go long pass. No, incomplete. And sack, nope, nothing bad. Third down, we got to go medium. Incomplete. 3, nothing. Fourth down, we can't punt. Yeah, we can punt. So we're going to punt. And it's going to be successful. 43, 10, 20, 30, 41, 2, 3. And the return is unsuccessful but no fumble. So they're going to go fair catch right there. Dallas will take off how much time to that? 3 minutes. So we're down to the 10-minute mark. And we punted. Now Billings takes over. Wow, unbelievable. Whew. Okay, Billings goes to work. Billings going to run inside. Oh, and they fell. Nowhere. Second down. Billings going to run inside. We're going to succeed. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to go short pass. Short pass is complete for 5. Fourth down. We're going to punt. And let's see how much time comes off the clock for that drive. 1 minute. Holy cow, guys. You got to do better than that. The punt is a failure. It goes, holy cow, fell and it's not blocked. So it's going to go 43, 10, 20, 30, 41, 2, 3. But not blocked. And the return's a failure. Fair catch right there at the 20. And that took only 1 minute off the clock. Wow. Billings needed to eat more time. Okay, Dallas, here we go. We're going to go short pass, complete for 5, second down. We're going to go short pass, complete for 5, first down. So dumping it down to the tight end. Here we go. We're going to go bomb. Oh, incomplete. 3 on a bomb is incomplete. We're going to go medium pass, complete for 15, 5, 10, 15. Dallas now moving the ball, throwing it through the air. We're going to go outside run. It's going to be a failure. Second down. We're going to go bomb. We need a 1. No, incomplete. A 7 is a sack for a loss of 11. Damn. So there's going to be a sack here for Billings. Sacks. And that will be their stud. Wow, Bork with a sack. That makes it second down, right? No, we went outside. Then we threw a bomb. Third down. Man, we got to go deep. We need a 1. No, incomplete. And 3 is on a bomb is nothing special. Fourth down. We're going to punt. Not going to win this ball game doing anything else. Failed punt, not blocked. 10, 20, 30, 40, 1, 2, 3. So a fail just means there's a chance to block. They're going to return it, not for a touchdown. 5, 6, 7, out to the 30. And how much time did that take? Shouldn't take long, but 5. We're going to say 4 minutes remain on that punt. So they tried desperately to keep the drives alive. We're down to the 4-minute mark of the fourth quarter. The game is over. Billings just needs to eat the clock. We're going to run inside. 1, 2, 3. Second down. We're going to run inside. 1, 2, 3. Third and 4. We're going to pass short. Complete for the first. Beautiful. We're going to go inside run. Failure. Uh-oh. No fumble. Second down. We're going to go run inside. 3 yards. 1, 2, 3. Third down. We're going to go short pass. It's going to be complete for 5. And that's 4th and 1, 2. And we're going to check how much time was left. Oh, wow. At the 2-minute mark, we're going to punt. So at the 2-minute warning, Billings will punt. Failed, but no, it's a successful punt. 10, 20, 30, 40, 1, 2, 3. Filled it at the 8. We need a successful return with a 4 for a touchdown. Successful 4 touchdown punt return of 92 yards. That's going to take time off the clock. 1 minute. Holy cow, Bravo's second big return of the year. A 92-yard punt return. TD, extra point is good. And we're going to onside kick. Holy cow. Our onside kick. Oh my God, I can't remember. What is my onside kick rule? I have not played this in so long. Where's my onside kick? Where's my onside kick? Team creation. Man, do I not have my onside kick written in this book? Punt, kick. Onside kick. I need to roll a 1. And no. So the ball's recovered by the enemy. So Billings will recover this ball at the 50. I say, I can't believe there's no onside kick here. Billings will get the ball, and all they have to do now is there's 0 minutes left. So all we're going to do is kneel down. And this will be a kneel down kill clock. Wow, what a game. Man, that you notice that takes longer because there's a whole lot more potential possessions. All right, so Allen coughed it up. Bjork scooped it up for Billings and went 34 yards for a touchdown. And then that was it for scores. So Billings had 7. Allen coughed it up, punt, 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 punt. Bravo with a 92-yard punt return for a touchdown. Kneel down, kill clock. Wow, 21-24, folks, to 24-31-38. Billings will advance to 11-3-1. Dallas falls to 8-6-1. And Billings, one of the best teams over the last 2 years, will advance. They are the 3rd seed, so they will definitely face San Antonio as 4 or 5 will face number 1. So it's going to be number 3 at San Antonio. So Billings may do away with all the Texas teams to get to the Super Bowl, to get to our championship. Dallas 24, Billings 38, 8-6-1 and 11-3-1. Holy cow! This game had a little bit of everything. We had an interception, Douglas with a 2-yard run, Allen coughed it up. We had a Green 9-yard pass to Douglas. We had a McNeese field goal. Douglas fumble, Allen with a run for a touchdown. Green with a 61-yard bomb to Moore. Oh, I wrote down the wrong quarterback. That was the wrong team. It was Moore, but it's the wrong guy. It should not be Green. Dallas, it's King. Whoops, wrote down the wrong QB. King threw a 61-yard pass to Moore. Douglas coughed it up. Bravo. There was not enough time left on the clock for Dallas to take advantage. That made it 17-14 at halftime. Dallas comes within 3 points. They have hope. They go into the locker room. They prepare. Coach gives a pep talk, tells them we can win this game in the cold here in Billings in the bad weather. They come out, promptly have to punt, only taking a minute off the clock. Shearer returns it 63 yards for a touchdown, tears their heart out, makes it 24-14. Dallas drives down the field, bangs home a 52-yard field goal in poor weather. Green throws a pick. Bravo scoops it up. Bravo on the interception fumbles the ball back. They end up basically completing a 30-yard bomb down the field. Green then throws a 5-yard pass, making it 38-14 as we then cross into, on the next possession, into the 4th quarter. Allen coughs it up. Bjork scoops it up and rumbles 34 yards for a touchdown. Absolutely stunning. It is now... At that point, it made it 38. That made it 38-14. Then punts, punt. Bravo gets a punt return at 92 yards for a touchdown, and then Billings after an onside kick. So this should see OSK. Billings recovers, and they basically with 1 minute kneel down, kill clock, game over. And there, folks, is the 1948 playoffs, number 6 at number 3. Brilliant, using the Football Time Revised 3rd edition. This used to be called Author's Favorite. I revamped it, made a couple of tweaks. I added the instant results charts. Plus all of the stat generation charts and the instant result charts. You can get this in paperback only from Lulu. This I just printed locally so I would have it handy. I didn't want to wait for it, 2 weeks for it to come from Lulu. Thank you very much for watching. Long game, but there it is, folks. The next game I'll be doing will be for Freddie's team, Omaha, with one of the best defenses in the league. Let's take a look. Who had the number 1 defense? San Antonio had the number 1 defense with 196. That's why they're the winners of that division. Omaha held opponents to 226 points, scored 295. They're going to be facing Carolina, who went 12-1-1, 392 points scored on offense, gave up 235. So they're damn good. They're a plus 157 point differential is Carolina. Omaha's plus 69. Oh, they're not playing Carolina. They're playing Mesa. Mesa scored 409. They were number 1 in offense again this year. Gave up 283. They're a plus 126. So Omaha and that defense will have to somehow stop Mesa if they want to go on to face Carolina. Again, Carolina with a 157 is the best point differential in the league. They went 12-1-1. A brilliant season for our 29th campaign. This is literally, next year will be our anniversary, 30th anniversary season, 29th year. Next year is our 30th anniversary season. I'll probably try to do something special for that season. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.